Hi everyone, so for the English speaking people out there, as promised, here it is. So I'm going to do the energies, that's why you see a bunch of cards, because I prepared everything. You will have the timestamps down below in the description box, so feel free to just click on that to get to what you want to see. The signs, I will put all of them, the 12 zodiac signs, and I'm going to start off right now. So those are the energies for your month of August. Obviously this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you, and also keep in mind that obviously I'm not going to be able to go in too much depth because I want to do everything in one single video, so I'm not going to lose too much time. I'm just going to get going in the order I've actually shuffled and made them. Obviously I haven't seen the cards, so we'll see what's cooking for each of you. So that might not be very nice maybe to see the background. I hope that won't be too much of a problem for you. So those are the energies that you start off for the month of August. So those are for the Capricorns. So Capricorns, we can see that August is gonna be for, I feel, a month for you of kind of hard truth that have to be faced, so to speak, and it's only through a really acute awareness of your situation and also of acknowledging what is instead of what you want, how you want things to be, but really taking things for what they are, not what they could be, whether it's things, situations, or your relationship towards people. This can only improve the situation. For me, the power in this would be a bit like in the tarot, the like we say, the tower moment, where we feel that the feet is just like crumbling underneath us and we just don't know what to do. But it's actually an opportunity. See it as an opportunity to break from your shell, break from the kind of constraints you've put yourself into, and to just be able to expand and to just be able to get to this kind of out of your zone space where the magic can happen. And the magic actually cannot happen right now as long as you remain stuck in some sort of facade or of image of what you think you should be or how you think you should behave. It's about stop thinking, start just letting life guide you in the direction that it will be suitable for you. Yeah, deception, a consciousness of lack. So we can really emphasize right there when we see that, with the idea that maybe some of you might think or might feel this kind of internal dialogue that's just on repeat, just like a scratch CD, where you think that you're not enough, that what you have around you is not enough, that the world is in such a horrible place, blah 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 blah. And honestly, it's just like a toilet paper roll. You pull one thing and you have the whole thing that starts to unfold, and that's how negativity works. And reciprocally, the good thing is that's also how positivity works. What do you feed, what do you want to feed this month of August? You really have to be conscious of how you talk to yourself, what's in a loop in your head most of the day, and how do you view yourself and how do you see other people, because there's the great chance, I feel, with this energy, that what you receive is what you actually give out. So if you feel that you're surrounded by a lot of gossip, or that you feel that people are really nasty, or you're discovered that there's a lot of talking in your back, see how you're also doing it, or how you're participating to some degree in that, or how you also tend to do it on yourself, how you are deceitful but with yourself. So there's a big need for you this month of August to be really clear with yourself and to have a firm intention to get out of a negative spiraling loop of just shit and shit and shit. You have to get out of this, and this is something that only you can do. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You have to change the script. We have the Empress, which is a beautiful card. We have the Nine of well, I never used the English tarot, so it's gonna be hard. What's the Pentacles? Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Chariot. So on 3 cards you have 2 major arcana, so that's already telling us that there's some like big changes ahead. And for me, it's like this card mentions, it's like accumulation, but accumulation to the point where it's the drop that makes the whole glass of water just, you know, like get it, like explode. Like, it's just you're fed up, you're perhaps sick and tired of having to deal with an environment that's not really healthy, of having to deal with some sort of feeling that you're lacking, whether it's money or love or attention. You have to go and move beyond that. And the first step to do that is gratitude. For me, the Empress coming up like that will tell us about how you can enrich yourself. You're an earth sign, so you also can go in nature, try to find activities and things that ground you in real life, in here and the now, not in what is going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen in a month. Like Capricorn are big into planning, like Virgos are, and we're asking you, it's required for you this month of August. It's not just chill out and do nothing, but it's focus on what's really important and stop feeding the negative script scenario that you're feeling in your head, because this is only projections. It's just things that you're projecting in your head. It's not even concrete, but the fact of thinking them, if you think it long enough, it will happen. So there's this idea of how the law of attraction works and how you have to get going with what actually is necessary and what will help you to get to the next level without being deceitful with yourself or other people, and without letting yourself down. There's a big thing also about the inner child. Try to do things that nurture you, nurture your being, nurture your soul. Don't be all in the kind of really material world. You have to kind of let yourself dive and let your mind just wander into broader horizons, and just dream and watch perhaps movies that happen in the freaking space or something. Just stop being so stuck in the here with the situation is like that and I'm stuck with it and I don't know what to do, and you just feed this thing. So gratitude is the way out for you this month, I feel. All right, let's get going. Next, Aquarius. Good. Well, those are pretty nice cards, aren't they? So we're all about August. It's about really being able to move forward. I feel that money's coming in, love is there. You're really kind of flowing in your environment somehow. It just feels to me as if, even though the world could end, you're still like flying on your little cloud. Nothing really bothers you. Nothing really matters because you have this sort of wise wisdom. This wise attitude towards what's happening, and this flexibility, this adaptability that comes with you being an air sign, which is pretty mutable. So we can really see that in the month of August, where you just go with what is. You just pick the flowers or stop and smell the flowers, and you don't overthink things, which is pretty good. Yeah, the honoring path. Taking steps. So even in your love life or in your career, we can feel that there's really great things that are lying ahead, because somehow I feel that you've detached from things that are not longer serving you. Some of you might actually have started to educate yourself about ways to communicate better, to be able to sell things, to be better at marketing your products or marketing your services. There's an idea of education. It's like you've provided for yourself, like you did the work. You did get to do those things that you needed to do in order to get there, and it's going to start to pay off. All that you've learned, all the courses that you've enrolled in, all the master class and the things you did online and your personal experiences, all will be put at good use in August, or at least it's going to lead you to the way to open up the month of September with really good vibes and with really, I guess, a lot of options that are going to come your way, because you're being competent and your skills will be rewarded throughout the first part of the year, I feel, or rather the end of this year. It's interesting because we have fear, we have will, and we have the Three of Cups, Two of Wands, Five of Swords. So for me, this is your past. It's more what you've learned. For me, the cross is also it's very significant in there because it really shows that you've moved beyond. For me, there's an idea of grief. Some grief has been done, and because it has been done, you've emptied the space for newness, for new things to come in. With the Two of Wands here, we can see that this idea of being original, of being able to own who you are, of being competent, of self-confidence, and nurturing that, and also being able to meet perhaps people, whether it's a love relationship, meeting someone, or being in a relationship with someone that really is really supportive of what you do and helps you build a strong self-esteem, will truly help you. For me, it's also about contracts or people coming up to you because they want your advice, they want the service that you provide, and you're good at what you do. So it's all about pretty much just having to juggle with all the aspects of your life, because I think that your job is going to take a lot of time by September, and perhaps some of you are even going to really kind of hit it big in what you do, and money's going to come in, and you're going to have to kind of start to learn how to handle all this without losing your way in the process. So use the fear has been transformed into the willpower. So don't let the willpower turn into something that will make you disconnect from your authenticity. Keep it real and keep rolling, and you will get where you need to go. Next, we're gonna go with the Pisces. Well, that's more of a Cancerian energy, but I think Pisces to some degree also need their kind of shares of security. For me, I feel that some of you might feel a bit stuck. That's why you don't really feel safe right now in the situation, whether it's your workplace or whether it's with the family. There's a need to feel comforted and to feel kind of held, and there's a stability that's missing. And what you're being taught, I feel like the challenge for you this month of August is actually to be more autonomous emotionally and not be so dependent on what might be, on what other people could provide or not provide, or the emotional and emotional kind of value or attention that you might require for them. I would tend to tell you not to go too much into drama queenie situations, or even try to not create them just because you feel some reassurance, and that even trouble and creating drama could be a weird kind of twisted way to get some like I would say, how do you say, exposition, how do you say that, attention, which would not be really healthy attention. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, dark thoughts, letting go. So you have to kind of get out of some sort of codependency. That rings a bell for you. Maybe it's time to work on that in August, to read books, to watch YouTube videos, to get audiobooks. But you have to stop being so dependent on other people around you. It's like there are many doors that you don't even see because you're so stuck with what you think is the right option or the only option. It's about, really, this month for you of August, it's about creating new options, unstucking yourself from something that you've put in, that you did on yourself to yourself. It's about deciding to walk out of this labyrinth of being just like, okay, I know where I stand, I know I've been there, done that, I'm done with this. So you really have to let go of old patterns and of this need for control that can turn out in some sort of mild manipulation towards people around you, because you're freaking out, so you want to control everyone, and you control it somehow with emotional blackmail for some of you, and it's time to drop that because it's not serving you and it's not serving anybody else. Temperance, change, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Sword. So it's really about using your mind and using it right. It's also about accepting the fact that your life is about to change. I feel that your life is about to take a drastic change, whether it's about like breaking up with someone, changing job, or getting in a new relationship, or just being happy single and wanting to get your shit together. But you have to really integrate all the process, and you cannot skip anything. It's just like, you cannot just like on a movie just skip, some passage that you don't like, some parts you don't like. You have to go through the whole thing to experience the whole thing, to get all the knowledge and the information you will need. So don't try to hurry, don't try to fast forward or rewind and go back down memory lane too much. Just try to be present, try to keep your craft, try to be steady, to be meticulous, to be rigorous, and to work on your self-esteem. All right. And saying the truth. You have to be truthful this month, especially this month, because this will have repercussions if you hide things or if you try to lie to yourself out of wanting to keep the status quo. This, you will have the boomerang. It will be like a boomerang effect. So you better be pretty fucking honest. Otherwise, it's gonna be you're gonna go on a darker path. Next, Aries, and a little water for me. Okay, freedom, fulfillment. So some of y'all want to get really a lot more space. You will perhaps even find the need to just move somewhere, to be with yourself, to take time to enjoy what you've done, what you've created, what you've made for yourself, whether it's the money, whether it's relationships that you really want to secure. But there's an idea of wanting to be able to fly higher, to have a wiser and wider perspective of your entire life. And it's a bit, I feel that August is the perfect opportunity for you to kind of sit down and perhaps kind of make a checkup with yourself of where you're at, what are the goals, what did you reach, what didn't work out, and to try and see what is the right recipe for you to get going in the right direction, because I feel that you are in the right direction. But it feels to the point that it feels as though even though you're really content with what you've been able to achieve so far, even through the adversities that we've been facing globally in the world, a part of you is still dissatisfied about some part of your life. There's this petit how do you say, this bittersweet taste in your mouth that perhaps you might want to get the fruit out of the tree too soon, and it'll be a bit too not ripe, you know. And so you need to take your time and not hurry, and really take time to savor life and to savor everything that has happened so far. But somehow the freedom card bothers me. I don't know why. I feel there's something that is preventing you from fully, I think you're scared of having so much freedom, perhaps for some of you, of having worked so much and being able to have broadened your horizon to a point where you're like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. It's the first time I actually feel kind of free to some degree, to the point where I can just choose what I want to do and pick the right fruit, pick the right person, pick the right project. And it's to the point where it's kind of scary for you to have that sort of freedom, experiencing it for the first time. Yeah, it's about reconnecting with your higher self. It's about really getting to the heart of the matter, whether it's in a professional situation or a personal one. But it's about really, for me, being in the spotlight, in the limelight, or really knowing that you're surrounded by the right people. If it's work, you know you're surrounded by the right people. You have perhaps a team or something working around you or for you or with you, and you know you're connected to something better, and you're rising and shining, and a part of you is scared of that. Ace of Pentacles, the world, yeah. Five of Pentacles. So we can see really that for me the career is going to take off, or it's already taking off, or perhaps even a new relationship has entered your life, whether it's love or friendship or someone that you're clicking, and it's kind of a wrap. It's like something is going full circle in your life. It's about to close, you're about to close a freaking big ass chapter of your life that wasn't easy, where you didn't feel secure, where you felt that you were missing, that everything was scarce, that you were scared. You're closing that, and a part of you is having a hard time letting go. It's just this type of situation where you've been used to having troubles and to creating troubles because that's the way you felt alive, and now that there's not really much to worry about, it's like I have to create trouble because everything is too smooth sailing, so I need to put a little bit of spice. And that's why we're telling you to perhaps that it's time to get out of this mentality and of this way of behaving. You don't have to create drama, you don't have to hurt yourself, you don't have to auto-destroy, a bit like Scorpio energy, to feel that you're alive. You can just be, and just be present with who you are, and let yourself shine, and just let your heart speak your truth. I want to see if it's still working. It is perfect. Timing is going to be a bit tight, but I'm going to try to do my best. Next, we have the Taurus. Taurus pips. Taurus. Alors, Taurus for August. Well, Taurus, as they're enjoying life right now. I feel that August is a month for you where you'll be enjoying just every single thing in life, and even to the point where you will try to really dissect everything. It's funny because I I get a Gemini vibe here. It's like we want to see every single little detail about this and that, and we want to really take the time to fully be able to absorb everything that's around, to taste, smell, really use all your senses, being really kind of on the go, on the move, very kind of panther-like, even just like that, just like this sort of bobcat. It's just like you're really sensual and really taking your time and knowing your environment and being thriving in it. So that's nice. So, new connections. I'm gonna use another card because the angels of the four directions will talk. I think it's about Archangel Uriel. For those that know, you can ask his guidance if you feel it. And Archangel, I don't remember the one. It's Uriel and perhaps Jesus, I think. But I'm going to take another one, behind the mask. It's like, yeah, it's like the mask is dropping. You're owning who you are. For me, I feel a real sense of I know who I am, and I know where I stand, and I'm not taking anyone's shit. So, and there's also a great chance that you will meet new people. So for the singles out there might be nice encounterings throughout the month of August. There's really an idea of having fun, of the simple pleasures of life, really. Okay, the King of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Cups. So it's about also reunion and spending some family time, going back perhaps to places you used to go as a teen or as a child. With the King of Wands, obviously, it's like I was saying, self-confidence. I own, I do me, I know where I stand, I know what I want, I know where I'm going. So it's a really strong energy for you of willpower. You're witted, you're ready to go, on the go, and you're not as slow as you usually are. I think this month is going to really just go speed in front of your eyes, and you're going to be like, whoa, August is already over, because there's a lot that's going to be going on, and a lot of connections, of human connections. I feel a lot of wanting to gather with people, stuff like that. The Seven of Wands will talk also about really being able to have one step ahead, being one step ahead in your game, like just being really the boss this month. For the Taurus, it's a really strong, committed energy. So that's pretty nice. Don't be too cocky though. Huh? Don't take it too far, but that's a good energy. All right, next we have Geminis. What's up with the Geminis? Action, inner peace. So it's going to be it's going to sound a bit paradoxical, do you say that? But you'll find your inner peace by actually taking action, which is not a really Gemini kind of attitude, because they tend to dissect, to be in their heads. But now it's not about so much thinking so much about something that you want to do or that bothers you. It's only by doing and being in your body and not so much in your head that you will be able to solve problems. For those that are, that don't want to be single anymore, this month might be a good month to actually try things out, to accept perhaps invitations if you have events that you can go to. But if you want to deal with something that's bothering you, it's not like sitting on a chair and just thinking on how you could do it, that it's going to happen and you're going to solve something. You're going to solve things by actually moving, whether it's location, whether it's moving in the act of the intention of wanting to change things. But don't be passive this month. Be on the move, on the go. Yeah, friends and colleagues. Yes, for me, for the single people out there, for me, there's people, you're going to meet people, and eventually a love partner. There's really strong energy of that, and perhaps even your counterpart, like somebody that you will really be able to click to, or a really good friendship that can start off in August, or that can be really revived if it was a bit, distant because of everything that's been happening in the world. For me, the new beginning is about your love life. There's something new coming up there, definitely. King of Cups, what did I say? Her daughter of, well, it would be kind of what, valet, I don't know how you say that, daughter of fire, and the Queen of Cups. I was telling you about your counterpart. Some of you might find the one. I don't really like to say that, but honestly, it's like there's emotions that are really gonna be really on the forefront for you. There's really the mix, the combination between being compassionate, being able to really regulate your emotions, and also being able to have the sensitivity and to be able to be a provider. Some of you will want to be providers and to be emotionally available, or you will get that from someone or from being surrounded by people that you can really vibe with, that really get you, and it will be really instinctive. There won't be much work to be done. It will just work. It will just be really smooth and really flowing. It's really watery. It's not really your element because you're air, but the water is going to be a significant part of this month. Whether it's symbolically the fact that it represents emotions and the flow of life and creations and sensuality, sexuality, but there's really something brewing underneath. It's like there's this sort of, it's calm like water, but actually deep down it's really intense. So you might be also really magnetic and really attracting people to you and attracting the right type of people that will help you to just start off a new cycle in September, whether it's your love life or your professional life. Opportunities will arise through the connections that you will make through the months, throughout the month of August. Alrighty, Cancer. Just gonna check if the thing is still recording. It is. Perfecto. Cancer, purification, protection. Okay, energy leeches. You have to protect yourself from energetical vampires and people that are draining your energy. There's a need in August to really kind of, I think is the right time to clean up, declutter your house, clean everything that has to be cleaned. Be able to also, if you have a spiritual practice, smudge everything. Really, there's throughout this month, you have to be very cautious and very meticulous and very also kind of, how do you say, perseverant in the sense that you have to do it thoroughly. You have to cleanse the house, cleanse also your body, perhaps take more kind of smoothies, you know, green leafy juice and really disgusting shit like that that's supposed to make you healthy. You know, a bit of humor, that's just me being a bit cynical, but yeah, you know, try to really be careful with your health, be careful with who you surround yourself with. It's like all that feeds you, whether it's food or people. Be really cautious of who you spend time with, who you share your energy with, who you're having sex with too, because that's also sharing energy. And protection. So having purification and protection, I think it cannot be clearer than you have to declutter your house, you have to be careful with who you're hanging out with, and you have to get rid of the toxic people in your life. Discovery. Okay. Through this will arise for you, I feel, really a deeper understanding of life itself. For some of you, the psychic abilities will be even bigger than they already are. The intuition will be even bigger. The inspiration will be great. And perhaps also the reason why you're having to kind of protect and shield your energy is because you're already starting to shine and to see the diamond within you. Or if you don't see it, people around you see it. And be careful of people that might just be there for what you can bring them and not who you are. So you have to really acknowledge your value. Don't undervalue yourself. Know that you are really a precious being, and that you deserve to be treated well, and you also have the need and the necessity to put your boundaries, keep them firm, and don't let anybody walk on your lane, because you have the right to have your own space, and people don't have to be part of your life if they cannot respect that, and if they're just there to kind of use you pretty much. I have the Bill Withers song, you know, use me up thingy. So be careful with that. That people might want to see, might want to use you as a resource. You know, it's like just as if you were an object. Say no to that. Yeah. 5 of Cups. Wow. 5 of Wands. Eight of Wands. So yeah, and you're going to really realize that if you were a bit in denial about that, you won't be able to remain in denial for much longer. In August, it's about bitter realization perhaps, but it's about knowing that you cannot keep on just letting people leak, like take, or break what you do, or trying to worse, you know, use like your success and make it their own. Just take what's not theirs to make it their own, and kind of steal a bit the credit that you should get for your work or for what you're doing if you're a parent and you're a good parent. And you know, and it's about, yeah, it's, I know I do good things, I know I'm a good person. Stop wanting to just take all the light and stop wanting to diminish who I am. Don't let people belittle you. There'll be a lot of conflict if you stand up for yourself, but if you don't stand up for yourself, you'll be kept to the ground by people that don't really have your best interests at heart. So have the clarity, keep your intent, keep your boundaries firm, be still, be ready to kind of, you know, also defend your territory, and don't let people that don't deserve it be in it. Some cleansing for the Cancer in August. Say shit to, or rather fuck to, people that don't get you and that just are committed to misunderstanding you, you know. Leo, truth, healing, chaos. So I feel that talking will be a big part for you. I only pick one card. I'm gonna get one more. Talking your truth is gonna be a big one, and it's gonna be through talking and being able to get out perhaps some secret or some burdens out of your chest, or also if you're in a relationship, or depending on the situation, being able to let the person say their truth, speak their truth, and you not reacting with ego and with an egotic kind of response, but actually acknowledge and value the courage that it took to the other person or to you to say the truth. This will bring you a lot of healing, of understanding, and also of transformation. It's going to lead to something really powerful. So be really honest. Let people come to you and say their truth, even if you don't really understand why they do the shit they do. Just acknowledge the fact that they have the courage and the guts to come to you to say it. Or if you're really not sure of what you're doing, speaking the truth is the way out to unblock any sort of situation. The sacred temple is talking about you. Again, ascended masters, Jesus, I think, and Archangel Uriel. I'm going to cover it up because this is not going to talk to many people. So if I could have a clarification. Yeah, taking steps. It's about working on your own healing process. And this is also going to happen through really talk. So whether it's in therapy, whether it's being like with people, you know, and just the truth will set you free. That's really what I feel for you in August. The truth will set you free, and you have to honor who you are. You have to honor your body. You have to respect who you are. You have to honor the spirit. And you also, if you have a religious or spiritual practice, really this month get it going, because this will help you to move forward in your kind of evolution as a being, and evoluting, you say that, evolution of your consciousness. So it's a really deep kind of work that has to be done, and it's more the relationship with you and yourself, but this can also be mirrored or reflected in other people. But it's really about you in August. It's about you. Where do you stand? Who are you? You know? Yeah. The Hanged Man, Ten of Wands, King of Air. So once again, we're really stuck with this idea of truth, new beginning, being able to surrender to the things that are from your past and that you will not be able to change. What you can change is only in the now to shape your future. Don't let your past and your burdens keep shaping your life and keep really dragging you down. You have to let that shit go. You have to let it go. So it's all about getting rid of all that's really preventing you from growing, all the deep sorrow, anger, even to the point of hatred. You have to unload that pack through talking and through speaking your truth, and through also being honest with yourself. Where are you? Where you are? Like, where are you? Where are you now? What did you do to get to that point? And if you don't like where you are, well, it's time to change it. You have to change something. You have to change the coordinates in the map or in the GPS. Otherwise, you're always going to be stuck in the same loop. So it's about really being honest. Why are you where you are? and from there you can know where you want to go. But it's not about a big month of moving and action and doing tons of stuff. It's really about being in an introspection and seeing who you are. Who are you? That's what's coming up. Okay, Virgo, let's roll. This is still recording. Yep. Virgo, so stillness, so not a lot of actions because you're actually enjoying your little nest, your little cocoon. So for the people that are in the loving relationships, you just want to have fun with the person, with your partner. For the people that have just met someone, perhaps you met this person in the winter, and if it's still going, you're really happy with them. You're not going to be really wanting to go out. You're just going to want to be able to stay with your loved one or your loved ones, and you're going to want to be kind of keeping the peace. I feel that it's going to be a peaceful month, a really tranquil, you say that month. Not a lot, honestly, I don't see a lot of major events happening this August for you. Yeah, it's all about having fun, like I was saying, family. Family, doing what you love, doing hobbies, taking up things with the kids, with the nephews, and all that. It's gonna be massively and primarily, I cannot pronounce that, but it's gonna be focused on family and what you like to do. That's about it. Not a lot of going out, not a lot of socializing, just keeping the close ones around. Yeah, security, making space and putting everything into order, putting things to fruition, just like a garden, just taking maintenance of everything. And also with the Queen of Swords, it's also about being really protective of who you love. So it's not really going to be anything external. It's going to be more protecting the home, protecting your interest, taking care of who you care for, being really fair also, and taking the time to also, for some parents, to think ahead of what you're going to do with the kids, with everything that's going on, and trying to really sort out all the family issues and family matters that might arise in August. But that's about it. I don't see anything crazy. It's kind of Virgo, like taking shit down, taking care of business, and just doing it really gradually and really logically, and just going with your life. So it's a pretty nice energy. Just have fun and chill. All right, next the Libra. Wow. You want some change in your life, and some massive change are about to occur. I think it's not really in August that's going to happen, but that's more towards September or the end of the year. There's some real big shifts for you. It's about going to a place that you never ever dreamt of, that you didn't even dare to dream of. I think there's some drastic changes for the better for you, and it's all about trying to get higher and higher and just keep rising and rising and rising and having fun. There's also an inner child energy here of having fun, rekindling. You say that with stuff that you used to like to do when you were a child or a teen, or really trying to have fun and see all the joy of life, and really doing things that you like to do. Peace, yeah. Fear. Interesting one. I feel that the change might be a bit scary, but a part of you knows that's what you want. So for the people that are that have been single for a long time, maybe it's about finally taking this leap of faith and asking out this person that you like, or just trying to get this new job and filling the application form, or if you wanted to go back to college or to study things and actually doing what you want to do. Fear is natural. It's going to happen, but it's not going to prevent you from doing it, or it shouldn't, because it's really going to bring you lots of joy. So don't let your mind trick you and your ego trick you in thinking that you cannot do it, because obviously you can. Not only you can do it, but also it's going to be a great reward for you in the future if you do it. We have Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles again. So it's all about doing something that will create some sort of safety net for you, and some sort of place where you can just relax, and you're creating for yourself this sort of foundation for a life you want. And this is going to be perhaps scary at the beginning, but really rewarding on the long run, because you're going to be really walking your path. I feel it's more about career, like a shift, a change in career, to do something that you really want to do. So keep going, keep the creativity going, keep dreaming big, and don't let fear stop you from doing what you need to do, because you know, fear is just what you think. It's not even there. So try to focus on what you want. Try to nurture your inner child, and try to nurture also loving relationship in your life, having the support and getting it from the right people, and you will really thrive. I really feel this thriving energy for you for August. Okay. Scorpios. Scorpio. Transformation. Leadership. It's about getting your shit together and actually doing it pretty fast and doing it pretty efficiently, it seems. And there's really this idea of knowing that you can walk alone and you can walk your talk. Do you say that? It's really a change, and it's going to be a positive one, I feel, because love is in the air for me. It's about taking the steps to get to this place where you're going to be able to really be able to receive love, to receive money, to be in a really allowing state that will create a lot of magical things in your life, you know, things that you would not even think of, really simple things perhaps, but it will there's some sort of yeah, magic happening there for some reason. It's about time to get going. Stop all wandering in the past or being indecisive. This is not the time in August to be indecisive. It's about time to get going. So if you were planning on doing something, or you thought that you weren't sure about what way to go, it's gonna be more clear through the month of August. It's about time you actually prepare things, but I mean really prepare it, and really try to be as precise. And even if you do visualization things, be as precise as you possibly can. And you're about to take the leap of faith, whether it's love or career, but it's time for you to move. I feel that some of you got stuck and glued in something that was a bit kind of nice and at the same time boring. So it's time to get out and to really go and enjoy life, and don't settle for less. Four of swords, the fire wands, and we have the Emperor. So yeah, you have to take the lead in August. It's time to take the lead. It's time to be brave, to first of all really plan, consider things with precision, and being pragmatic and realistic, and really, if you need to budget things, to know how much it's going to cost to do this trip you want to do, or to get to enroll in this course, or to go and live in the city that you want to live in, or to try and kind of get what you need for your future job, or if you want a child, how much money will you need to be able to get all the insurance and It's about planning, but really planning and being concrete in what you do. And then once everything is put and settled properly, all you have to do is mix and combine all the ingredients, and just like magic, it will work. But preparation is the big one here. August is the time for you to prepare carefully, be really precise. I don't know why I have to say be precise. Don't miss on the details. It's the most important thing that seem the less important sometimes. So don't miss on the details, and really be really grounded and realistic. Okay, and to finish, we have the Sagittarius. Energies for the Sag. Diligence, flexibility. It's going to be about, you're going to have to adapt to something that you didn't plan. For me, there's some stuff that are just going to pop there, and you're going to be like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? And you're going to have to keep it, going, even if it's not comfortable, even if it's not the world that you're used to, or the habit. It's about something that's going to just break your habit, or really get the road is going to be a bit shaky for you in August somehow. I don't really know why. It's going to be depending on your own situation, just like place it in your own personal life, but something's going to be shaky. Something's going to be shaking you up. I don't know what it is. You're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone in a blink of an eye, and it's not going to be something you were preparing for, that you thought of, Oh, love is coming. That's what you're a bit, some of you are a bit, because whether it's a partnership in your job, in your offer, and you're like, can I do this? Is this what I want? I don't know. I've never done that. Or is it a relationship that you've just started, or somebody that, like someone, your boyfriend or girlfriend is going to propose or something? It's something that you deeply want and desire deep inside, but it's something that you might not want to admit openly, but it's something that you perhaps wanted for a long time, thought and put on the back burner, and now that it's happening, you're like, ooh, can I do this? Do I really want to do this? Am I sure? You know, it's a bit like be uncertain. There's going to be a little bit of uncertainty, and then eventually you'll be like, okay, I'm ready to commit. If I want a commitment, I'm ready to sign the contract. I'm ready to go for this or that, you know. Yeah, the lovers, it's about love, guys, for you, and victory. So or really some good choices in the workplace, but it's gonna be so sudden and so kind of out of the blue that you're gonna be like, really, is it really, am I really deserving? Is it really happening? Is it too good to be true? No, it's happening. You're worthy of it. Perhaps you did everything that you needed to get there, and so you just have to enjoy the benefits and enjoy what you've put, and you reap what you sow, and it seems you planted good seed, and it's gonna work. For me, it's about love, commitment in love, and something that's that might sound a bit scary at the beginning, but then you're gonna be like, hey, that's what I always wanted. Why am I messing and fussing around? It's what I want. So just enjoy it, and there's really success around the corner. So keep doing what you're doing if it's working, because you're gonna get what you need pretty soon. Well, here it is. I did all the signs. I hope that was out of service. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share if you feel that this can resonate with people around you. And I'll see you around for another video. Have fun.